But I always wanted to do a joke about because the brigade, like your company, whatever your group was, because they were all from the same town.
Yeah.
So your division or fucking your brigade would be from your town. All right. So you never left your town. So your brigade back then was everybody you grew up with, every dude, your son, your brother, your uncle, and your dad. You're all fucking together, and you're marching shoulder to shoulder, and you watch your fucking dad get his head ripped off by a cannonball. You just got to keep being like, oh fuck,
oh
yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
a cannonball hit your dad in the head.
You knew who was getting shot.
Oh my god,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Can you fucking?
I don't know why that's funny.
Imagine.
Yeah.
How about the trench warfare of World War I?
Started in Civil War. Siege of Vicksburg, I think.
That's when they started trench warfare?
They say the Civil War in America was like the first modern war. This is the revolutionary dudes just getting popped.
So horrible. Look at this, walking towards each other, like the stupidest way to do it ever. Can you imagine that people did this for some... Oh, God! Oh, God! Hit in the face with a cannonball.
Now the Patriots roughly based off of I think his name is Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, and he was kind of an originator of guerrilla warfare, because they were like, we can't stand and fight the British.
God damn.
We have to shoot them and run, which is pretty funny.
How crazy are the British? Just gonna come over here and start marching.
Yeah, we're gonna walk right at you.
Big white stripe on your chest.
Red jackets.
It's 100% a target.
Yeah.
Red and white is what you use for archery targets.
Yeah. They had to change. It's
so dumb.
Once rifling took over, they had to be like, all right, we got to switch our uniforms.
Isn't that amazing, though, that you had to think of how much the British Army conquered in the world.
Everybody.
Like, everybody. And imagine that their decision to fight was this way. Like, how? How did you get from, like, the Mongols to that? How does that happen in 1,000 years?
I guess
the Mongols had all these crazy tactics. They would starve people out, lock them in their cities.
Yeah.
They would wait them out slowly.
You get artillery and guns, you can just, especially
this is crazy.
That's just running it down your throat, dude. It's like, we're going to walk at you.
But I just can't imagine that someone wouldn't say, hey, isn't there a fucking better way to fight these people?
Yeah, like
what are we doing?
Let's get behind a tree and then shoot them.
I can't even watch this, dude. I can't believe people did that. Yeah. That's what's so crazy. It's like, how did they survive to become that silly? Like, that's a silly way to fight a war, right? So how did they survive with those strategies? How were they dominant with those strategies?
Because they're the only ones with, well, most of them are colonies, where the other guys they have fucking cowhide shields and spears, like the Zulu.
And so they were the only ones with muskets?
Yeah, you have fucking guns. You're going to win. You're the only ones with guns.
So the British were the only ones with guns?
Well, when it came to, like, their colonies. In a land war, they would lose a lot to, like, France, Prussia, those, like, major continental powers. But England always had a navy. They always dominated through naval warfare. And then they had to team up with everyone to stop Napoleon.
Dude, once they started shooting cannonballs off boats,
that's a problem.
That must have been the game changer.
Huge problem.
When did they start doing that? When they start doing cannonballs from boats? Because that is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got a cannon on a boat?
Shooting at people without cannons?
Boom!
Yeah, you just do this all day.
How many times did they have to shoot that cannon before they figured out how hard they have to bolt it into the floor?
A lot. That thing shot out the other side of the boat.
You got a floating wooden thing with this giant iron tube on it that has explosions go off on it.
And just 4 poor guys from Manchester operating it. Oh, my God.
Boom!
You ever see Master and Commander with Russell Crowe?
I think I have.
Oh, it's... Jamie, back me up, dude.
I don't remember it.
It's got like a.
It's
very
so
more.
good.
It's way more popular now than it was.
I might.
Yeah.
Oh, I read an article
so
about that.
Yeah.
Why are so many men into Master and Commander?
I
thought it was a video.
What'd they say? Was this guy was gay?
All
right.
I don't read articles. I read headlines.
Yeah.
That's what I read,
So
and then I
good,
form
dude.
my own opinions.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, there's a study out, bro. You don't even know about that study.
I hate
It
studies.
says more men like Master and Commander than like anime.
That's good. That's a nice thing.
I don't know.
That would be good.
Just kidding with the study. But it's why they like it.
Master Commander is good.
Is it?
Yeah. Look at this, dude. That's fun. Guys on boats. Boys on boats, dude. You get to grab the boys when they're sleeping. You go, don't tell anyone about this, mate.
How weird is it they're using a sextant in a cloudy day? How are they doing that? Isn't a sextant based off the stars? Isn't that what it works?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the fuck they did.
Imagine those things those kids are looking through, which this is really wild. Like that was how they would navigate. Imagine the crude tool that they were using to float around in the fucking ocean, and they would do it somehow or another through the stars.
That
right?
that book, the first thing I ever talked to you about was Cabeza de Vaca.
Yes.
And they were like,
Yes.
the guy they hired to do the navigating, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
And they had no idea. He had to be like, no, I know where we're going.
How accurate are those sextants?
I think if you're off, especially going from Spain, if you're off like a little, you're fucked.
It looks like we have an updated version now.
Does it have like computers
thing,
on it
though.
and shit? Same
Better
thing?
scope, maybe.
It looks dope. That looks way better. So how does it work?
There's a description.
The estimation of a sextant is a doubly reflecting navigation instrument that measures the angular distance between two visible objects. The primary use of a sextant is to measure the angle between an astronomical object and the horizon for the purpose of celestial navigation. So the estimation of this angle, the altitude, is known as sighting or shooting the object or taking a sight. The angle and the time when it was measured can be used to calculate a position line on a nautical or aeronautical chart. For example, sighting the sun at noon or Polaris at night in the northern hemisphere. To estimate latitude with sight reduction, sighting the height of the blah 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 blah. I'm gonna keep.
I don't understand any of it.
It seems like they're using dots in the sky. So like one of them would be the sun, one of them would be the moon.
Yeah.
And because they're calculating the angles of how far the things are away from each other and where the stars are, you can kind of figure out where you are in the ocean. Somehow. I'm not sure I understand it, but now they just use GPS, which is way better.